Sitka was originally established more than 10,000 years ago by the Tlingit people. They were displaced by the Battle of Sitka in August 1804 by Russians who had first settled here in 1799. The battle in 1804 was a response to the destruction of the Russian settlement by the Tlingit people in June 1802. Under Russian rule again, the site was called New Archangel. In 1808 Sitka was designated the capital of Russian America. The Cathedral of St. Michael was built in Sitka in 1848. It is prominently displayed in any photo taken looking down the main street as it sits elegantly facing the roadway. It became the official seat of the Russian Orthodox bishop. The original church burnt to the ground in 1966. It was replaced and restored to its original appearance. One exception is a white face clock in photos after 1966 and a black face prior to the fire. Sitka was the site of the signing of the Alaska Purchase. Russia was going through economic and political turmoil after it lost the Crimean War to Britain, France, and Turkey in 1856. It decided to sell Alaska before it was taken over by Britain. It offered to sell it to the United States. Secretary of State William Seward saw it as an integral part of America's reach to the Pacific Ocean. The agreement to purchase was made in April 1867. The actual purchase took place on October 18, 1867. The cost to purchase Alaska was $7.2 million. Alaska celebrates Alaska Day on October 18 each year to commemorate the Alaska Purchase. The city of Sitka holds an annual Alaska Day festival. This week-long event includes a reenactment ceremony of the signing of the Alaska Purchase. The first recorded Alaska Day festival was held in 1949. Sitka served as the capital of the Alaska Territory until 1906, when the seat of government was relocated north to Juneau. Gold mining and fish canning paved the way for the town's initial growth. In World War II, the United States Navy constructed an air base on Japonski Island. That brought 30,000 service personnel to the area. Today Sitka is smaller. It encompasses portions of Baranof Island and the smaller Japonski Island, which is across the Sitka Channel from the town. Baranof Island is connected to the mainland by the O'Connell Bridge. The total 2010 population of Sitka was 8,881 residents. It is the sixth largest port by value of seafood harvest in the United States. Its international trade is relatively minor. The port, however, has the largest harbor system in Alaska with 1,347 permanent slips. There are 22 buildings and sites in Sitka that appear in the National Register of Historic Places. Using a search engine like Google, one can find some interesting facts and a photo of most of these for further insights. Sitka displaced Juneau, Alaska as the largest incorporated city in the United States in 2000 with 2,874 square miles of incorporated area. Juneau's incorporated area is 2,717 square miles. In fact, Sitka's square miles are almost 4 times as large as Jacksonville, Florida, the largest incorporated area in the lower 48 states at 758 square miles. A major landscape and visually stunning view in Sitka is Mount Edgecumbe at 3,200 feet. It sits to the west on the southern portion of Kruzof Island. It is currently the dormant stratovolcano. It can be seen on a clear day from Sitka. Sitka is only accessible by boat or plane as it is a series of islands in the Pacific Ocean. Vehicles are usually brought to Sitka via the Alaska Marine Highway ferry system. However, the vehicle is not an absolute necessity in Sitka as there are only 14 miles of road from one end of the island to another. Most everything is within walking distance. The downtown area is where the majority of employers are situated. There is also public transportation. By air, Sitka Gutierrez Airport offers scheduled passenger jet service operated year-round by Alaska Airlines and seasonally by Delta Connection. There is also charter and bush air service provided by Harris Aircraft Services. Ferry travel by passenger or vehicle to Juneau, Ketchikan and other towns in southeast Alaska is provided by the Alaska Marine Highway system. The proposal is a fun movie that is supposed to be filmed and centered in Sitka, Alaska. What is not known is the fact that a large home in Manchester, Massachusetts is actually used as the stand-in. Furthermore, the mountains, lighthouse, and other landscaping are artificially added by Photoshop. In the film, the home featured is a fabulous cedar shingle and stone house in what was supposed to be Sitka, Alaska. Most of the movie was actually filmed on location in Massachusetts at the 9-bedroom, 10-bath house is in Manchester, a 40-minute drive north of Boston. The plot centers on a Canadian executive, Margaret Tate, played by Sandra Bullock, who took a role that Julia Roberts turned down, who learned that she may face deportation from the United States because of her expired visa. Determined to retain her position as executive chief, Tate convinces her assistant, Andrew Paxton, played by Ryan Reynolds, to temporarily act as her fiancé. While he has been tormented by Margaret for years, he does agree to participate in the charade, but with a few conditions of his own, one of which is that they meet his family in Sitka, Alaska. Initially planning on resuming their lives after Tide resolves her visa issues, they appear to abandon those plans as their relationship intensified during the course of the movie. The unlikely couple heads to Alaska to meet his quirky family, and the always-in-control city girl finds herself in one comedic fish-out-of-water situation after another. With an impromptu wedding in the works and an immigration official on their tails, Margaret and Andrew reluctantly vow to stick to the plan despite the precarious consequences. The photos to follow show the purported Sitka home with mountains, lighthouse, and landscape filled in around the actual home in Manchester, Massachusetts.